Ethan?
Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Resident Evil 7. Last time we finally killed Jack for good, I hope. Managed to cure Mia, but had to leave Zoe behind. We thought we'd escaped, but whatever's going on here, it only allowed us to get as far as the wreck of this ship. Probably the same ship mentioned by Jack in the beginning, leading me to believe that this is probably the origin. I guess we move forward and try and figure out really what Mia knows. She claims not to remember anything, but how much do we really trust that? She was clearly lying to Ethan about what she was doing in the beginning, so maybe she was lying about not remembering as well? Now, is this water, or is this some other grossness? I just heard Metal Creek, but I'm not sure if it was Metal Creek or if it was just the faintest singing. Ethan?
Ethan? Ethan! Oh! Ethan! Ethan!
Don't I hate it when that happens? Alright, let's go get our man back. He's been through absolute heck and back to find us, so it only seems right that we do right by him. Oh, Mia knows how to climb up and over a waist-high object. This doesn't look like it's gonna open. But she is really strong, I guess. Look at our hands. Hand injuries have kind of been a recurring theme throughout this, but ours are in especially rough shape. And that's saying something. Oh, look at this. The interior has been completely overtaken with the same stuff as in the house. The walls are dark, the halls are flooded. Which means that if some of those moldy boys are populating this place, maybe made from the remains of the crew, they'd very much blend in with the environment. I can still hear knocking all over. Can't open these doors. Is that a vision or a memory? Oh, I guess you don't have the answer. Which has kind of been a recurring theme for you throughout this game. But then again, since you're only talking to yourself, maybe that means you really don't remember? Never mind, we found the remains of the crew. Like you were all piled up trying to run down these stairs. Does that mean that whatever happened here, you had time to know about it, to panic about it? Maybe you were even transporting it. I mean, because look, this thing got a lot more Resident Evil-y once we started looking for the D-series parts. Our watch meshing with that case, the existence of the case in general. If it came from here, maybe it was some kind of transportation for it. We have no items or inventory, so I don't know why I'm looking for stuff. Although I guess that could change at any time. Can't get through there.
They're dead. They're all dead. The engine room. What the fuck are you talking about? She killed them all. Fuck. What the hell is going on? We need some weapons. Is there any weapons on this ship? I don't know. Let's go this way. Maybe we can get out of here.
You were wearing respirators. Okay, I think it's very quite clear now that this ship has something going on. With this whole ship being covered in the mold, it's effectively a giant living organism. When the walls are alive, we might as well see it that way. Yep. Two directions. Does it matter which? Yeah, it does. Okay, these doors we can actually open. She's not my child. My god. The way you popped out looked a bit unnatural, unless I missed something, but I guess you didn't get far. She's not my child. I mean, before, Jack was saying, like, I would have been daddy, but he saw Ethan as, like, a rival. So maybe this Evelyn, she makes people, like, see themselves as extensions of her family tree? He must have been hiding from something. Yeah, do you think? Oh, look at you. Well, no corpses in this locker. Inspection is going swimmingly, although I still think this will eventually get a failing grade. Look at this. All these remnants blowing in the breeze. Hard to believe that this was all up and running and modern probably as recently as, like, 2014.
Settle down, little girl. Settle down.
Are you remembering?
What? What are you?
That's more than a little bit freaky to have the flashback segment end, but part of the hallucination doesn't go away when the hallucination ends. Oh, right. I mean, Ethan saw her briefly, but Mia, she's been in this mess for 3 years. Maybe our connection runs a bit deeper, even now that we're cured. Maybe that's why we're able to see her in this way. Actually, I don't believe she ever communicated with Ethan directly. The only other person we saw her do it with was sort of off-screen with Lucas. You know when you touch something gross and you can still feel it on your hands afterwards until you wash? I get that feeling very, very often from this game. Hi. Look at you. Your skin is like calcified, your eyes gone, your lips stretched up around your teeth. These corpses are truly horrifying. Like, they really look like they've been here a while, as opposed to the wetter, gorier ones inside the house, the more recent ones. Down into the water. What's the worst that can happen? See, I was right. Never mind.
You said we could be a family.
What are you talking about?
You said!
Wait!
I'm tired of waiting.
Please!
So you control this stuff directly. It doesn't just grow normally. Okay, now it's a patrolling enemy horror game because we have no weapons with which to deal with you. We're looking for a fuse, strange bottle that you found in your pocket after waking up at the Baker estate. It's probably important. Can we inspect it? E001. The same thing, in fact, actually, that we saw on the photo of the old woman. She's the mastermind. We're gonna find out what her significance is. The game has not forgotten about Granny yet, which makes sense because if Evie is here and Jack and Marguerite are dead, and who knows where Lucas got off to, it means Granny's all alone in the house. They have a problem with leaving her to her own devices. There's a fuse. Well, that's problematic, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna have to do some jukerage. This way. This way. We don't want to run until we have to. Grab it. You're back there. Back this way. We could check that drawer. Could. Whether it's worth it, I don't know. Back this way. Anything here? No. Okay, I'm assuming then, with all these searchables and crates, that we have to get some stuff in a moment. There we go. I could have sworn I just saw somebody standing out there, but I think it's just the way the light was behaving strangely. Alright, you in there. You open up. Okay, and taking the fuse back, even if it is interchangeable, taking it back does not keep the door open. Well, we have a map. Unfortunately, she does not share Ethan's photographic memory. Oh god, we really can check out the whole place, can't we? Nope, locked from the other side. You know what? That's fortunate for us. Those fast guys that kill very quickly, they're patrolling around. We're not going to be able to juke them, I don't think. I think that's the game's way of telling us you can't go here. Still a light on here after 3 years, and quite notably, this place doesn't seem to be touched by the mold. Okay, that's a jacket hanging on a hook. This is what you wanted us to see.
Watch it.
What? Why?
You need to remember, so we can be a family.
I had kind of gotten it in my head that you were the reason I couldn't remember. The tape is also covered in mold. Might need a head cleaner for this. Okay, you don't look like you're in a patient mood. Test subject E001, C transport log, top secret. Mia Winter's cabin.
Alan, you're getting worse.
She must have infected me during the attack. And I'm too far gone anyway. But it serves me right.
He's wearing the wristwatch.
It's my fault she got out.
Yeah, it is your fault. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna let you die.
She didn't attack you?
It's part of her imprinting protocol. I can't believe this is happening.
Here. Take it. It has her tissue samples. You find her. You fix this.
Okay, Evie. Where are you?
So there we go, confirming it. She's like some kind of weapon being transported on this vessel. Machine gun ammo. Special Operations Division Director Alan Droney and caretaker Mia Winters. She was leading a whole double life. Recent reports suggest that if Evelyn remains at her current location, she is at a high risk of being stolen by opposing organizations. Your orders, therefore, are to transfer Evelyn to our Central American branch for safekeeping until further notice. During transfer, be sure to adhere to the following protocols. Act as parental guardians for Evelyn at all times to avoid suspicion. Manage Evelyn's vitals via the genome codex provided. If the mission is compromised beyond reconciliation, dispose of Evelyn. It's not our ship. We were transporting her this way, but the crew had no idea. But we do have the gun right now. It's all a foregone conclusion, but we have to try. Oh no, we're doing like an alien-style warmer, colder minigame in this labyrinth of hallways. This is so cool from an Urbex perspective. Actually getting to see the place in its horrifyingly ruined state, and then get to see what it was like in operation only a few years ago. The lights on, the walls. What passes for clean on board a ship like this? She's somewhere in the middle here, but maybe by exploring these other cabins, maybe we can find ourselves some stuff. Supplements. Herbs. We were capable in other circumstances, in fact, maybe even more so than Ethan. No. Still thinking about that middle room. Anything here? More supplements. Locked. A whole lot of mold, even now in this beginning stage. But we've got some ammo. And we can't search these drawers. Somebody in there had a real bad time, I take it. It actually sort of makes sense. She was being brought to a Central American facility. Meanwhile, we started in Texas and moved east and ended up in Louisiana, meaning... Well, I guess meaning that she broke free of her shackles very early on. Here's another one of these things. So what are we looking for? There's some chem fluid right here in case we need to make something. And an opening right here. Oh, we can climb through. Right up and out into the hallway. Well, we will nevertheless consider this. Look, a dark and stormy night outside. Same actually as our first night in the guest house, wasn't it? Oh, there's an open grate right here. And we're very close.
She's vomiting.
Vomiting.
Damn, I'll have to reset.
How's it going?
She's vomiting. Far more in excess of her body mass.
Oh, great. We're gonna be seeing a lot more of her ugly friends if this keeps up. All right. We need to find her, and fast. This is getting out of hand.
Agreed.
I can already hear more stuff moving around. So I guess this is how this bioweapon spreads. But being able to do this in excess of her body mass, does that mean that she's already consumed a good portion of the crew? Is that what that indicates to you? Alright, well, we've got this thing now. And I guess it's leading us back in... not this direction, but really more... that way! Nope. Back up. Wow, we're hitting you a lot, but it's not doing a tremendous amount of damage. We need a lot more rounds on target. We do have a knife. We also need to top off. I would like fewer hits, bigger damage. Have you anything to share with us? No. I wonder if that's not the watch that ended up on our hand. Evie? Come on, don't play these games. So that's where we're going. Okay, that did not stagger you at all. That did in the end there. Problem is, when it takes like 20 plus bullets to kill one of you, well, that essentially means we can't kill you. Or rather, we have a budget of only a handful more we can kill. We gotta start dodging you if we can help it. Meanwhile, we'll definitely want to combine these things. And down here is significantly less inviting. Kind of good pacing having this here, because not only is it time to start getting some answers, but also we're at the point where we had started to get a little too comfortable. We had started to build up a huge stockpile of weapons and the means to produce them. And now we gotta get cast right back down to square one. Thank goodness you missed. Oh, sorry, my bolts were passing through you because you were dead, but your head didn't explode. Well, that's not good for our overall ammo conservation. We don't have chem fluid or gunpowder. Here's another. Maybe we can lure you out? Oh, more ammo here, good. Maybe we don't need to. Which is good because you're coming this way. And you know, I can't help but be aware that that was all distance that I could have used shooting you in the head. Thank you for dying. My god, that was like all our ammo. No wonder they couldn't stop her from spreading. We literally had the worst possible gear for this. I mean, even if we did find her, how would we actually terminate her? Or maybe that's the serum. Okay, somebody's arriving from somewhere. You're up there. Okay, I'm seeing how this room can enable juking. Potentially. We need you to come to us, though. Coming? Okay. Let's make absolutely sure we can make our way around here. And through here, and us through here. Like I said, we've got to save ammo where we can. And kill only the ones we need.
Alan, I think she's on the other side of this door, but I don't have a key.
Try to melt down the lock. You're on the bottom level, right? Check our luggage.
Corrosive. Oh, we have a limited number of these things. A strong acid that can dissolve certain metals. And chem fluid. We'll save that for later. In the meantime, one of these has got to be used right here. God, imagine having all this be your responsibility.
Are you mad at me, Mommy?
No, Evie, I'm not mad. Wait, what did you call me?
I don't want to live at the lab anymore. I want a house, and I want you to be my mommy.
Okay, Evie. I'll be your mommy. Just come back with me. Right now. Okay?
This whole family thing, you talked about her imprinting protocol. Maybe this whole facade of posing as her parents' transporter, maybe that did something with her?
Where are you, Evie?
Can't go that way.
Evie, wait!
It let me point the gun at you, but I'm not sure if I was supposed to actually try and pull the trigger.
Did you find her?
Yes, but she ran off. She's making more friends, Alan. Those things are everywhere.
I told you so.
Are you okay?
You just worry about getting Evelyn back.
Oh, now the alarms are sounding? I can see why. Okay, so Legless Buddy we'll deal with last. You first. Use these firing lanes where we can get them. Okay, you're dead. Now, as we run very low on ammo, here's the second one. Maybe we can use the knife? No, that does not look like... I don't trust that. Oh, you can even leap to your feet. Okay, go, go, go. There's not going to actually be any place we can juke around. Unless maybe if we can put in just enough to stagger you, we can just run right over. Nope. There we go. In the end, it was your own leap that helped us do it. Did I just hear doors open? Okay, good. I thought somebody else had maybe crashed through here. We can't really kill anybody else. Remote bomb! Okay, our stash extends then. And that gives us some more options. Herbs. You? Okay, how do we use a remote bomb? Okay, that broke your legs. Which will enable us enough time to run around. And in the end, that's all anything in this game needs to do. Is buy us time to get through a threat. Okay, You're both down. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Okay, we need to actually kill you. I'm dead. Alright, let's try this. If you can have your legs so easily blown off, can I do it with the machine gun? Answer, it's not really any better than going for the head. But we can get through that way for about the same ammo cost. Problem. We need to deal with you at this moment. So, how are we going to do this? I feel like it's trying to be more action-y in this segment, and it's not really working because we're so much weaker than before. can't get through. Okay, you're down. I think these guys, they have less health overall, but they have the ability to shield their face. Okay, so now you're down. You might get back up, but that's okay. Thing inside? Surprise, no. Well, we did have the ability to go through this. Okay, good. Storage is good. Storage means rearming, which is something we desperately needed. We're actually going to have to make a lot of use of these remote bombs, because otherwise we're just not going to have enough ammo. I mean, if we can reduce their mobility, that helps a lot, right? Okay, up we go. Yep, be ready for anything.
Emergency safety lockdown system has been engaged.
We're gonna have to pull our way out of here, and you know, it's now that I can't help but think back to a certain event in the first Resident Evil movie. Up we go. We don't have a ton of ammo, but we do have 2 bombs, which we're going to have to make use of.
Damn it.
He's not here.
Alan? Alan, where the hell are you?
I think he found our friend is what happened. Or she found him. Possibly lured him there. Either way, he was infected. Mia knew that, he knew that. Does that mean he's gonna become like the Bakers? We now have the stuff to unlock these things over here. Okay, we can use this one on this. And we'll have one left for the other door in the hallway. 1 remote bomb. Worth it? Not sure. It depends on how many others we'll have the opportunity to open. Whoa! Ow! Okay, we are in very dire health. Do we have any chem fluid? You're gonna be chasing me. You guys seem to go the whole way in this part. Oh, come on. Come on. Heal. Should I just bomb you? You're stuck out there. What is this? Aliens, colonial marines? And down you go. Goodbye. You just gave up. He was like, screw this. But you'll probably be back around the corner when I come this way, right? No? Okay, well, you were defeated, I guess. And here we find 1 more remote bomb, but how much does that really help us? Locked from the other side? Oh, I see. We need to climb up and out through that window. So we've got more bombs than ammo at this stage, but going through here... Please hurry up, Mia. We can get into here, which is the way our friend went. If the door being ajar is any indication. Alright, let's go. And now we're back in the room where we're watching this tape and/or memory. You're still alive.
How did you get here?
Where's Evie?
She's out of control. Without the treatments, she's deteriorating.
Well, it's a good thing we're already dying.
Don't say that.
She trusts you. That little bitch, she never trusted. Okay, wait. Evie, no, Evie.
Alan,
I didn't mean
listen.
to call you that.
She's
Evie,
trying
I
to
didn't-
take
I didn't mean-
control. You have to fight her. Evelyn, stop! Stop right now!
And this is when we became mommy. Sirens blaring, the stuff growing everywhere. This is actually really cool because look, this environment may seem like a huge change of pace, and indeed it is very, very different from what we've been doing up until this point. But in a way, it's like bringing all of this back to the series' roots, showing that the individual, the personal little horror show that's been started in the house in the bayou, well, it has its origins in the same things that have defined the rest of the series. And here's when we send it. Or at least when we try to send it, but it doesn't go through for years.
Ethan. You were right. I did lie to you. I shouldn't have. All I can say is that if you get this, stay away. Forget that you ever knew me. Have a good life.
It's all coming apart around us. Okay. This feels like a run type of time.
We'll be together forever.
Now do you remember?
Yes, Evelyn. I remember.
Can we be a family like before?
No, Evie. We can't be a family. We were never a family. We will never be a family.
Then I don't need you anymore.
Maybe that was the wrong thing to say. I feel like if you had played along, you could have, like, you know, leveraged that a bit. But thank you, Evie, for leaving behind a save point. I'm going to create a new slot, because for some reason it feels weird to save over Ethan. And let's move on. Move on as I was going to say our currently itemless self. But since there are pickups here, maybe that's about to change. The past and the present. There's that box still sitting in the corner. Destroy any... I can't quite read that, but it's like what we found in the house. Some means of neutralizing her, I assume. The contents have been taken. Now you kick on the flashlight? The laptop we sent this on, now just garbage on the floor. And yet it has such significance in the story. More machine gun ammo. Are we gonna get it back? No lockpick with which to open this. Which means that there must be one around somewhere, right? And something to melt this lock with. We've just gotta have more of a look around. More chem fluid. Gunpowder. So we can make ourselves some ammo or health. We do still have the full run of the place, so maybe if we head up to the 4th floor? Nope, blocked off, so we only have 4 and 1, really. We could pry this open, but there's so many things to do here. I don't know, maybe it's just... Ooh. Maybe that'll get us onto the 2nd floor, and we can still use the stairs? Or with that ladder, perhaps the 4th. Please stay where you are. We have nothing to get inside with. But this elevator shaft, this is going to be how we get around. Just please don't make us spend an obnoxiously long time on this ladder. It makes me think you're fixing for a jump scare when we reach the top. I just got done playing Fear not too long ago. Which is why I'm very surprised by this outcome. I mean, we're even fighting basically Mold Alma. It's the ship's bridge. Look at this, the way the light filters through the broken windows. Actually totally obscured because the mold is completely coating what glass remains. This guy had a real exciting final few moments. Look, we can even see out there where the ship split from the explosion. Alright, there's gotta be some stuff around. In fact, yeah, for some reason this computer is still running. What does this thing have, a nuclear reactor somewhere in the center? Elevator shaft. Down here, 3rd floor, it says.
Ethan. I hope I make it in time. Okay. Bottom level.
Does that look like on time to you? Oh my god.
Liar! Stop it, Evelyn! Fucking hallucinations. Where is she?
You know more about this than I do. Are you sure she can't hurt you in these hallucinations? Because that didn't seem to work out too well for Alan. The captain's cabin. What secrets has the captain for us? Well, the machine gun for one thing. And remote bombs. Lug wrench. Wait, I just had something. Ah, ship map. Okay, that'll help us out. What do we use the lug wrench for? Not for the locks, but maybe for the elevator? We can pry that open too. Here's the stairs, but it's blocked. But we can get another bomb. can pry this open, jump down, and perhaps the lug wrench will get us into here. There we go. Now all I need is a lockpick. I can hear you guys moving around down there. Oh, we can press F to climb up or right-click to climb down, and you are now missing components. Let's climb up. 2S. I guess that's 2 sub-level. Okay, we've got a knife, which means we can now start to make something happen. Let me just scooch on past you. It's the room where we hid with Alan. And now we find some corrosives. Okay. And just like that, we're starting to make some more progress. Imagine what this must be like for Mia after 3 years to crawl back in here and see these hints of what she remembers and how much it's deteriorated in the time since. And you're gone. Is it because you patrolled off or because you're scripted to leave us? Hope, you seem to be actually gone. I unlocked it? Okay, so if we can get over here. Oh, hello. Nope, just move. Just forget that whole direction, you know? Into here. Oh wait, there's a note on the wall. Louis, the cable is completely fried. We had a replacement, but we had to use it to fix something in the 3F sickbay. You're gonna have to go ask Dr. Waddell for it. I'm needed down in number 2 engine room, but I can't get down there unless we get this thing working. Dwayne. Alright, well, we know where we're going. If we climb down here, maybe we can do something with that. Oh, this looks like a very dangerous place to be. But we can climb up now. Yep, this place sucks. And here's another save room for us. What were you trying to get to? A handgun. Quite a crappy one, I imagine, but a handgun nonetheless. Oh, you're in the way. That's cool. Okay, I need you to... There's something behind me. I really need you to really not be in the way. Okay, so there's a bunch of our ammo right there. Run, run. Run, get in. Closed door, closed door, closed door! We can actually probably take you from here unless you just do that. Cool. We can't lean around, so there's nothing we can do about you from here. It's too late for us, but at least I can let the world know what happened here. I was on night shift yesterday, so I was taking a nap in the bunk room around noon. I was half asleep and I heard a kid, a little girl, laughing. Or was that all in my head? I woke up at 7:30. There was some sort of ruckus in the passageway. Drew, one of the engineers, came in and said there was something going on down below. Maybe a riot. He looked pale in the face. He told me he was going down to check it out, but he never came back. It must have been around 7:50 when I heard the scream. I went to the laundry room to check and saw Clark being eaten by some sort of blackish monster. The monster turned and started coming towards me, huge shark-like teeth snapping in its jaw. I just screamed like a little girl and ran for it. Now I'm huddled up in the bunk room, shaking as I write this. There's a whole host of those creatures lurking in the passageways now. I can still hear screams now and then, but there's no way I'm going out there now. And that's it. I've written everything I know. Giovanni Finetti. Probably the only thing worse than dying to these creatures is getting trapped with them all around. Okay, how are we doing? We actually have no way of gauging our health. besides the blood on the screen. And maybe I should just take one of those heals now? I mean, after 2 hits from those guys, we must be in pretty dire straits, right? Can we see them from here? No. Which means maybe we'll have time to run? Dear Janet, how's it going? I guess half a year or so will have passed you by the time you get this letter. Life is so boring here. Day after day, just the same old sea. Although, there is one thing that's different. This time we have some passengers sailing with us, which hardly ever happens. It's a couple with a little girl. And I think they're distant relatives of the captain. Imagine traveling on a tanker instead of a passenger ship. They must be hard up. So maybe the shipping company as a whole isn't in on this, but maybe the captain is bought? I tried talking to the little girl earlier, and her dad shot me this nasty look. What's he so worried about? Now that I think about it, the captain said he didn't even have any relatives. Maybe I'm overthinking this. I miss you. Love, Jim. Or maybe the shipping company is owned by the same parent as the biological weapons company. You know how these things get mixed up? Nobody out there. Nobody that way. And no fuse here, but certainly a buddy in the corner. And here, I think, is the hallway where it happened. We need to burn through that post-haste. Close. Close. Close! And now would be the point where something comes in behind me, right? Oh no, it's the same room. Well, that's good to know. But we're looking for fuses for multiple purposes now, then. Now is not the time to not be finding anything, and it more or less torpedoes my AI director idea. More chem fluid. Can we make more ammo? We can. There we go. We need it, too. And you're back inside. You pulled a trickaroo since you came from here originally. This is open, but we don't need this anymore. There's gear here. No, not that. We do not want to use a bomb to break open a crate. Lucas, take note. In fact, all this stuff is even still open from when we were through here before, so that's kind of neat consistency. But either way, we do have the corrosive material, even though we did open this door before. I feel like it's worth noting. Okay, pour that in. Please do not be vulnerable while this cutscene is happening. And go back this way. Oh my god. Go away. Everything go away. The whole place is just alive, and there's not enough I can do about it. Not on such short notice. I'm really reluctant to use... See, the problem I have with survival games is I'm really reluctant to use any of my gear. I end up finishing games with a lot of things a lot of the time. But reimburse me for opening that door. There's some more soccer balls, like the one we saw in Lucas's room. Maybe he came out here to scavenge? Then again, these things getting dispersed throughout the bayou kind of reminds me of the story of the Garfield phones. And if you don't know what the Garfield phones are, look it up. It's fascinating. We need to avoid you guys long enough to see what's going on over here. We cannot open it. Well, so much for that. We do have to get to the sublevels at some point, though. We've got that fuse. What if we were to bring it in this direction? A mold will arrive. We can put that here. Thank you. What that did for us, I do not know. That actually made pretty short work of you. Okay, what did that do for us? General purpose fuse. Oh wait, unless maybe that's where I got it from earlier? To open that door? I'm not sure. I know there's other places where I need it, which is why I'm not messing with this right now. It's good to be able to kill you. And that's the funny thing, is that when items are your budget for killing stuff, sometimes you get luxury kills. Things you do just because you have the headroom. Hard to put you here. Die! Should have known there'd be dudes here. Come on, die! Die! Well, there goes all our ammo, and just like that, our luxury ammo becomes all we had. Problem is with you guys, there's no time to back away. But hopefully that will be rendered irrelevant shortly. Wait, didn't we have... I could have sworn we had a lockpick. Look at you not dying when I shoot you. Oh my god, and we wasted a bullet to your head not exploding. With 2 bullets to our name, what we need is to come down to 3F. And we need to get through that door over there. It's about our only hope in this moment. We don't have to try and kill you. We don't have to, so we won't. I could have sworn I found a lockpick somewhere. Over here. Again, the melting process. Again, not sure how much you guys can move while I'm doing this. And goodbye. And if there's anything here, we're more or less screwed. You won't even let me attempt to interact with that door. And here's where that one altercation occurred. Oh, there's a door right here. Oh, wait. If we press V, yeah, this is the way to the sickbay. This is the way to the aforementioned sickbay, which means there are importantables in this direction. And don't think I don't notice the colossal amount of mold seeping out from under this stall. Some chem fluid and some ultra chem fluid. So that means we can combine you with the gunpowder to make ultra handgun ammo, which is at this moment actually more abundant than regular ammo, which is good. Anything in here? Why do you taunt me with this stuff? Okay, but let's... Don't like that sound. Oh my god, hurry up. Whatever you're doing, hurry up. Come on. Hurry up! Hurry up! Oh my god, okay, you're... Go. Distance. I'm just running deeper in, aren't I? Bomb. Open. Open! Okay, here's how we're doing this. Okay. Please die. Oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead! Ow! That went better than it could have, but it also evaporated all of the ammo we just made. We don't have any more gunpowder either. Why wouldn't this door open? What's the deal with this door and not opening? Like, it wouldn't even unlock from the other side. But I guess that means we have free access to this area now, and this. Thank you. We also have the fuse, which means we can get the elevator started again. Oh my god. Okay. This requires corrosive, which I will need to find. but I can't find it is the problem right now. There's one more door that needs to be open, and I have a feeling it involves the captain's key. Oh. Have we been here before? I mean, we have in a past life. Have we been here, like, before? Have we seen everything? Oh, there's a nice stash here. Please, corrosive, though. Well, there's a lockpick, which we can use to open the thing in the room upstairs. And a bobblehead that I wish I could expend the ammo on. I really can't. Oh my god. Tell you what, I'll give you a regular bullet. I will. So we use you here. Which gets us an antique coin. Which, does that even matter at this stage? Maybe it's like a New Game Plus thing. Maybe it's one of those things where items left in the chest can carry over to a new game. It sounds like a very Capcom thing to do, but it doesn't help us. I guess we hadn't tried to enter here yet according to the map. So maybe we can find something here? Gunpowder, always welcome. A safe. There is so much optional survival horror going on in this segment, and I'm kind of digging it. Oh, it's a painting puzzle. Won't open. Okay, so do we have to just match you? Oh no, I see. It's, we've got to match you to your corresponding configurations. So like that. And then you just go up like normal. There we go. And a whole bunch of corrosive. Okay, that is just what the doctor ordered. We can get through anything we need to now. But we should probably be looking around for more stuff. Unfortunately for you, tables make this a jukin room. Unless, of course, you can follow us, in which case doing that may not be the smartest. Here's what came of the room where we first discovered the extent of the problem. More machine gun ammo. Can't wait to have a machine gun. I guess that's it. Howdy. Bowdy. I don't know why that's what my brain thought for the bi equivalent of howdy. Okay, you I may have to kill. And so we're gonna use our bombs more often. We'll cripple you. Actually, you're dead. Hadn't realized that could happen. Hadn't seen that outcome yet. But I'll certainly take it, assuming you're limited in number. We've got a surplus of these. We can get into here. That looks like a captain's cabin locker key. Awesome. Remote bomb. And a whole lot of the good stuff. Okay, we got you. We are going to combine you with gunpowder so we get more good stuff. There we are. And a bomb to replenish our losses. We are looking pretty nice here. Oh, and there's chem fluid in the oven. Now that these guys have decided to leave us, maybe we can have a look at some reading. 16 years since the nightmare of Raccoon City. The survivors are still suffering. And there is one of this game's biggest twists. I mean, for all that it reinvents, this does actually take place in the same universe. It's not a reboot. Even though many speculated that it would be, and it certainly feels like one, it's not. I do actually remember something about this game, and I didn't see it in the playthrough. Hopefully it'll come up again. But it's one of the things relating to that has stuck with me the most out of all the creepy things in this game. But for now, forget creepy, we are doing comfy. And by comfy, I mean having a nice safety machine gun, which I hate. Like, I hate it more than any of Ethan's weapons. But we've got it now, and we've got some ammo to spend. So let's get down there and get this elevator working again. It's still here, some of those moldies running around. But there is your cable, and there's your fuse. And now let's do what we always do in horror games, wedge ourselves in the corner and hope nothing sees us. Something's gonna see us. Something's gonna see us in very short order.
He's waiting.
Lisa Simpson? What are you doing here? Oh, you just loaded us up on a whole bunch of ammo. Yep, there's our storming the castle music. Should I just heal right now? In fact, let's make some more healables right now, so we can use one. There you are. That's what we gotta do. We just gotta unload on you. Don't even worry about conserving. We're in the home stretch. We've just gotta deal with it. Game will provide. Do we have to care about you? Well, we do now. That felt pretty sick, to be honest. That was pure luck. And now we really got to start making more use of these remote bombs because we've got a ton of them. And what am I saving them for? Anybody thinking about coming through those doors? How about you? Explosives don't extend that far in this universe, so boom! You're down. You are actually dead. Okay, so if we set them off right directly under you, they do work. Alright, now let's use 2 of these like we did before. Actually, wait, let's pick you up. We want these centered. You come down here. If you try and vomit on me, it'll only make me angrier. Down you go. And these rounds worked pretty well before. So there you go. That was pretty efficient use of that, if I do say so myself. Ethan only had to fight one of you. We've killed like, what, 2, 3 at this point? How funny would it be if one of these just randomly turns out to be one of Lucas's traps? Like he was just out here one day and he forgot them? Yeah, you're starting to make stress noises. You don't sound so good. Is there a reason? We do some of our corrosives here. Thank you, handy dandy safe. And there's another antique coin. I am so glad that I spent more time actually looking around because we could have been in a much worse position if I hadn't. Did you leave anything in the storage room? Sorry for ruining the climax, guys. The final bit of corrosive. Remote bomb. Why not? Alright, Edie, I'm back. I found some cool stuff.
Ethan.
You're not looking so good. I mean, according to the watch, besides the obvious.
Ethan?
Hi?
Hey, shh. I know. I'm not gonna hurt you. Hell, I never would have if I could have helped you.
What do you mean?
I'm no killer, son. Neither is Marguerite, nor my boy Lucas,
It's the living room.
or even Zoe here. That girl, Evelyn, she did this.
What the hell is she? No, what did she do to you?
She infected us with her gift. That's what she calls it. I found her near a busted out tanker in the bayou. Everything changed after that.
So she infects you and then she takes control?
No. Not exactly, son. She just... She forces her way into your mind, your soul. You can't fight back. You are connected to her, and you can't resist the urge to... Oh, you're a different person after that.
Just like Mia. So Mia sent me that message because of Evelyn.
Listen, the girl just wants a family of her own. She's the key, all right? You find her, and you stop her. Ethan, free my family. Please.
Evelyn, stay away from him.
Why? He doesn't love you. I can make him love you.
Don't hurt him.
Silly, I told you I'm not gonna hurt him.
Don't you dare.
So what? You're not my mommy. Remember?
I'm seeing like stars when I move my head around.
Mia, how?
There's no time. You have to get out of here and find her. Here, take this.
What? Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Saving your life. You need to go. I won't be able to resist for much longer.
No,
Now go kill that little bitch.
no.
Remember what happened to the last person who called her that? Lets us go in exchange for herself. All Evelyn cares about is that she has someone. It almost doesn't matter who. But before we move on, I have to talk about that scene some more. We are introduced to Jack and the rest of the family as raving hillbilly, as Elster put it, lunatics. And so after all that time, after Jack has seemingly been completely defeated in his most insane form, to have us just in a sit-down like that and have him speak as a normal person, as the person he was, and pleading with us, that is a great way to conclude that character's story.
Okay, you little bitch. Where the fuck are you?
As I was saying, Ethan, before you completely undermine my point, I mean, it just gives you an insight into the kind of person and what a transformation he went through after we've come to absolutely hate him ourselves. He still has sympathy for Evelyn. It's all your fault. But yeah, even after all that, he still has empathy for Evelyn. Like, he feels bad for her after all she's put his family through, even if he knows what has to be done. But here we are, dropping down into the bayou. Amid a sea of dead fish, which I guess just serves as a reminder of how not good for the overall environment this is. Look at this. Was that a helicopter? Did I just see something off in the distance there? Okay, something more is going on, but what is this? This looks like some kind of, like, oil facility. Oh, I don't like how slowly we're wading in. Look, fish physics. This game has fish physics, you guys. And a crawl towards this building, very similar to the one we made in the basement of the guest house at the beginning of the game. Man, that whole scene, it just really highlights the tragedy of what happened here. Abercrombie Salt Mine, South Dolby. Wait, Ship Swamp Lab. There's a lab? What? Oh, and here, this stuff all ends up so we can use the antique coins. But I don't have anything on me. Wait. There we go. Are they watching us from that helicopter? I think this is it. Because look, if we look at the emblem on the tail, I don't know how well you'll be able to see that. But that is an umbrella logo. Thus indicating that not only is this place under surveillance, but that presumably somebody, maybe even the family, was aware of it. Again, only late in the game tying this in with the greater universe. You've taken Mia's things. Oh, it's all here now.
Alpha 1, this is Bravo 1. Do you read? This is Alpha 1. Report. Did you find anything? A thorough search of the Baker property revealed 0 survivors. Repeat, 0 survivors. We did find evidence of a skirmish. Evelyn? Negative. However, we did find several encrypted messages from the Baker's son Lucas to an unknown third party. You can probably guess who that was. That's just great. We've had reports he's in the abandoned mine south of the property. I'm gonna go have a look. Roger that. We'll meet you at those coordinates. If you encounter Evelyn, orders are shoot to kill. Repeat, shoot to kill.
Now there's the classic hamminess going on in that voice acting, but they're at the house. If only we had waited. Then again, maybe they'd mow us down too. But, so I guess this is Lucas's stuff. He was able to leave this far, and he's talking to someone else that isn't these guys? It's dumping a whole lot on us right at the end here. It might actually be smarter to replace the knife with remote bombs. And I'm going to replace the shotgun with the machine gun because we just have way more ammo for it. Now you load up. I still want to try those neuro rounds. I'm just glad we're actually going to get the opportunity to use this stuff. I thought the game was basically over. I didn't remember anything after the house. That's you guys having a rough time. Although not nearly as rough as I'd have hoped. Okay, if you hit me once, that's okay. But we really need to hit this button. Yep, just do a whole long animation. Why bother doing anything else? We can break this. Plenty of ammo. Burner fuel. Not really worth it. Stuff over here. Machine gun ammo. Kind of worth it. Okay, push. Button. Crap. You guys are over there. We need you on the ground. And where's button? Button. Button. Thank you. Excuse me, that one snarl was very weirdly mixed. Well, it's quiet for a change. But something tells me that's very soon to not be the case. How did I know? Okay, 3 headshots. Luckily we had distance on you. Oh, yes. No, this is one of Lucas's haunts. Okay, well, let's just limbo under you. We won't use the ammo where we don't need to. Especially since having these here could potentially actually help us. But now we have a little bit more time, so we can use the knife. Oop. Something here. I hear. Okay, yep. Guys. Right this way, sirs. You. Boom. Oh, whoa. Alright, right this way. All of you. Just, yep. You're falling out of the ugly tree and you're hitting every branch on the way down. Branch being these things. Bye. Oh, I could really exploit this. That's one of you dead. And this, you guys make excellent minesweepers. We'll find a use for you yet. Right through here. Boom! And if you're not fully dead, we can at least get some... Yeah. You are fully dead. Oh, look at you. Looks like there's some structure there that may be trying to be an eye. See, now as far as survival horroring goes, that was efficient use of resources. 2 enemies killed for 0 investment on my part, and cleared the room of traps. Not that it much matters now. This map goes in a number of directions. Okay, a couple of remote bombs. That's the sound of stuff coming in. Okay. The problem is going to be if you trap us behind something. Oh, can we push this thing down and kill you? Could we just? Oh my god, that would be amazing. Just do, oh my god, come on! Every animation has to take forever, although it does look like we got one of you, at least. Come on, let me move. Okay, you don't seem to care much about this thing. Thankfully we have tons of ammo, and it's kind of a burner weapon. Okay, you guys are still entirely too alive. It's really annoying. This gun sucks. Please, you've got to be nearing death. Please, you've got to be nearing death. Thank you. Oh my god. I really need to find another crate. Anything down here? Nope, you've come to a stop. It looked for a second like we might have killed one of them, and made this a little bit easier with that cart. But if Ethan didn't take half an hour to do anything like push a button or a cart, maybe we wouldn't have had this issue. Actually, if Lucas is down here, we are gonna have to start being concerned about these crates all over again, aren't we? So that's another thing. For example. And that one I can't wait for somebody to show up and clear it for me. Yep! Now is a good time to recognize that. You perhaps growing these things down here? January 16th, 2015. This would have been after the family became infected. Thanks to you guys, it's been about a week since my head's been clear and back to normal. And she still thinks she's got me. You guys really need to work on fixing that. Not only does she look like a little kid, but she's about as stupid as one too. This unknown third party cured Lucas a long time ago. Meaning that whole bit with him ripping off his fingernails, he's just a nut job. Or wait, no. That doesn't make any sense. Because, wait, no. Was he maybe reinfected at some point? Because we saw him get his hand chopped off at dinner. Mom and Dad are still totally under, though. I was wondering, is this whole family obsession something you guys programmed into her? It's kind of messed up. Friday, November 4th. That Mia is still somewhere in between Evie La La Land and reality. She gets pretty violent, so I locked her up in a cell. I thought maybe Evelyn would get mad since Mia's her favorite and all, but she doesn't seem to care. She actually goes and visits her sometimes. She thinks Mia's her mommy. Like I said, your bioweapon is messed up. September 1st, 2016. Evelyn's family obsession is getting out of hand. She's making everyone kidnap more and more people off the street and add to her freak show of a family. Maybe she's getting tired of Mia not coming around, but it's a pain for me because I gotta clean up the mess whenever someone new comes along. By the way, Evie's looking sick or something. Her skin is getting all wrinkly and she's getting gray hairs. Is that supposed to happen? It's almost like she's getting old all of a sudden. Granny is Evelyn. That's really friggin' cool, because she's been in plain sight for this entire time, but Granny is Evelyn. Maybe she ages faster because of the nature of the bioweapon, but... Oh, well, I mean, Mia said... That's why Mia said it. Friggin' hallucinations. Every time we've seen her in person has been a hallucination. Wait, except what about the tape Mia? Because we saw her on tape before. That was Ethan watching a VHS. I don't know if these are plot holes that I'm running into or if there's something yet to be revealed. But I'm just going to eat these things and get my health up. I've got 3 full things. So he was their conduit. He's the go-between that enables their in-depth research. Necrotoxin E-Series dosage test. 5 minutes after dose, vomiting. Maybe they tried to administer it on her. Maybe she got rowdy and trying to stop her is what enabled her to do all this damage. 10 minutes after dose, death. There were others like her before. 12 minutes after dose, cell calcification, which is what we saw happen to Jack. Let's save the big obvious thing for last. The project was instigated in 2000 as one of several concepts for the company's NextBoss, Next Generation Experimental Battlefield Superiority Initiative, working with technical assistance from HCF to develop a bioweapon for neutralizing combatants en masse with minimal direct contact. NextBoss was later folded and all its assets diverted to this project. What makes this project markedly different from conventional weapons is its ability to turn enemy combatants into allies, converting hostile elements into willing servants. Well, it is Resident Evil, so we know how that works out. Since this effectively eliminates the costs of not only POW handling, but also combat itself, it's no wonder we had the Something and Even Something organization chomping at the bit to get on board. The project would never have existed were it not for the discovery in somewhere of somewhere, the remarkably progressed vicariant evolution fungus that we commonly term the mutamycete. In other words, what we wouldn't even know until years later, the Resident Evil Village. The fabrication method for each bioweapon was to introduce the mutamycete genome to a pre-stage 4 human embryo and perform cultivation in a controlled environment over a period of 38 to 40 weeks. The resultant organisms were referred to as candidate specimens and graded based on usability from the impractical and faulty, Series A through D, to the perfected E-Series. A common appearance was selected for the bioweapons, that of a roughly 10-year-old girl, to ensure ease of blending in with urban and refugee populations. This thing was a war crime even in its conceit. The first E-Series specimen, named Evelyn, has proven capable of secreting the mutamycete from her tissue at will. It's also of note that Evelyn's mutamycete imposes a profound control over body and mind when introduced into a host organism. We still have a lot to learn about the mechanism by which Evelyn achieves and maintains this control, but the working theory is that the vector is similar to the auto-inducer pheromones used for quorum sensing in Pseudomonas bacteria. Evelyn's control is exerted in a series of discrete stages, the first of which is hallucination. Almost immediately after infection, the subject begins to see images of Evelyn, though she is not in fact there, and even hear her voice, which isn't inaudible to anyone else. Auditions with infected subjects throughout the stages of infection reveal that at first, the Phantom Evelyn appears to be a normal young girl, sometimes desiring companionship or assistance. As time progresses, she begins making more and more extreme demands, including self-mutilation and attacks on other people. The psychological shock this induces helps to break down the mind's natural barriers to Evelyn's brainwashing effect, and by the time mental control is achieved, the mutamycete infection has progressed throughout the body's cells, so the body... something. Presumably allowing for greater mutation, am I right? Evelyn's functions also include the ability to form organisms from mycelia, the fungal filaments. The term organism is used loosely here. Strictly speaking, they are superorganisms formed of countless mycelia. What's important, though, is that they exhibit a strong survival instinct and will defend themselves ferociously with the slightest provocation. Their fungal toughness and remarkable strength give them significant battlefield potential. The researchers have been calling these superorganisms the molded, made of mold, and also molded as in shaped. The name has a certain elegance to it. For the treatment of accidental infections, performing something on samples of Evelyn's body tissue produces a unique fungicidal serum. Administering the serum to an infected subject will cause the mycelia to calcify, but if the subject's cells are already largely invaded, the serum will be fatal. Since the treatment window is so small, the serum's primary use is therefore disposal of infected subjects, rather than a cure. In exploring the serum's potential, we found that subjecting it to something would enhance its effects to extreme potency, becoming a compound we now call E-necrotoxin, which something, in even tiny amounts. What's been interesting to observe in Evelyn's behavior is her obsession with the concept of family. In experiments, we found on multiple occasions that infected subjects were compelled to act as her mother or father, treating her as if she really were their daughter. Why did she settle upon family as the theme of her mental control? This is just speculation, but it could be that she instinctively understands that a family unit is better suited to blending into social groups than a lone girl. Or maybe that's just what a young girl would want. Had you even considered that? On the other hand, well, a sentimental sort might suggest that she's making up for a perceived lack of love in her quarantined upbringing. A parent's love. Okay, well, I think the game just called me a sentimental sort. But there is one big suitcase in the room. Target acquired. Another chance. It's like me when I tried to eat that lemon. But we've got it now. A weapon that can kill her. E-necrotoxin destroys cells of any subject based on the E-Series bioweapon model, used only for disposal of E-Series assets. The toxin must first be stimulated before use. Do this by placing a sample of an E-Series cells into the necrotoxin container. Well, we've got it. Now what'll it throw at us along the way? Lucas is allegedly down here somewhere. Oh, save room, thank you. And more flame rounds, which I will happily accept. Now that we're back on track... that doesn't seem good. Do I hear something moving around? Can't get through this door. Which is actually kind of a good thing. I was worried it was going to be some kind of puzzle that would require us to find a fuse or something. More remote bomb, chem fluid. Okay, and they do stack up to 11, which is nice. At a certain point, items will spill over into another slot. That's why I was concerned. You know what's worse than a salt mine? A flooded salt mine. Hearing a little girl singing down in a deep mine in a bayou. Imagine what an Urbex video this would make. Oh, that doesn't seem... Oh, no. Okay, let's get a move on. Nope, 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 goodbye. We don't have to engage. We simply won't. Come on, please die, please die, please die, please die, and don't chomp me! Oh my god, this thing sucks so hard. You're there. You can move around. There's an item crate here, but I don't want to waste the... Whatever, it's done now. Okay, well, now we have to. Get out of the way, you're gonna hit us. Remote bombs. Remote bombs! Oh god, there's so many of you. Alright, we can move around now. I was so excited to finally get to use the neuro rounds, but I keep expecting there to be a boss fight where that's going to be a thing. Really, that's the point of the remote bombs, is what I'm seeing, is it's for being able to get around you in tight spaces. It's knocking you down and giving us enough time to do what we need to do. Of course, more is always good. Ow. They don't help if I'm stuck in that corner, though. They do help when you die. Oh my god, please let me through when you're getting staggered. Okay, no, we need a different strategy. Or not. You know, it's very difficult to gauge when I can actually slip by you. The hitboxes are very strange. Point is, we out. Oh, here we go. Yep, here's where we use those rounds. Oh god, are you gonna be more than one? Here's where we use these things. Oh, it's a big boy and a big boy junior. Alright, well, let's start unloading. You're there. One of you just died already, so that's convenient. Here you are. Oh my god, just take all these things, please. Ow! Please let go. Oh, we can attach a remote bomb in an animation. That's cool. Wish I'd known about that earlier. I would have made much more extensive use of these things. Do we have any chem fluid? We do. And we need more health. Oh my god, well, that was a climactic way to get through that boss fight, wasn't it? And of course we find more right there. Maybe we could have gotten around you, but maybe you would have just pulled me off. After all, Ethan can't pick up the pace for anything. Oh, we're seeing outside. And we're going back in, okay. We've been howdy-bowdied. Great things happen to those who shimmy. It's the creed of horror protagonists. Alright, anytime we have time, we'll just swap in the knife. No reason to expend ammo if we don't have to. Oh, it's loading us up so much. Is that Granny's wheelchair? Here's where it becomes... Wait. Wait! No way!
I'm sure of it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's not here. It's gone. It's gone!
This salt mine connected right back onto the guest house. We were right there all this time. Oh, hey, buddy. We didn't have any weapons for dealing with you before. Goodbye. Can't go back the way we came, though. And this image, it wasn't for foreshadowing at the beginning. It's so that it would make more sense in context when we circled back here. That is brilliant. But it looks like day is starting to break. I mean, it's dark out these windows, but gray through here. And why didn't Ghost Me back me up?
This is your fault.
Why am I seeing this?
I mean, I feel like I'm actually pretty low down on the list of people to blame in this scenario. I mean, I was just waiting at home when all this happened. You, I'd personally place a couple of ranks higher. You've cleared this place out.
Ethan, it's okay. It's okay, it's me. I know you didn't mean to hurt me.
Kill him, Mommy.
But you shouldn't have done that! It fucking hurts!
Does it want to be my daddy? Then he can die. Now it's Mommy's turn to kill you.
You may still have her here. In fact, I know you do. Our brain is starting to be fogged. I mean, clearly we're infected. We started seeing those hallucinations more often. And none of this makes any sense to what we saw before.
You're gonna be one of us. And then maybe you'll play nicely.
I'm not playing.
No! Get that away from me!
I don't want your help!
Maybe we should be trying to run.
She must be contained.
And now I can remember you were saying that in the beginning. It's just kind of hard to pay attention to your ravings when you're actually coming at me with a real chainsaw. Is that sunlight starting to peek through? Imagine being this nostalgic for something that only happened hours ago. Oh, we are actually just gonna boss fight a little girl. Okay, well, it's kind of on you at this point. So am I just supposed to keep pushing forward? Or is there actually something I'm supposed to be doing? Because it seems like it's one step forward, two steps back here. Am I actually going to be able to get all the way to you? Nope. I'm still taking damage while this is happening. We've got you. Take your shots.
You.
It's true, it was always a hallucination.
Everyone hacked me.
I can't help but feel sympathy, but it had to happen. Christ.
It hurts! It hurts! It hurts! Damn you! Damn you all to hell!
That doesn't seem good. In fact, that seems like a job for one of these. You stay back away from me. Is there anywhere I can... Nope, the door is closed. Stay backer. I need to reload. Well, I'm dead. Ow. Ow. Oh, we're still doing the boss fight. My God, you're like an illustration from a children's storybook. God, look at you erupting out of the house. Ow. Ow. I gotta hit the eye, right? Ow. Oh, good. We're impaling my knee for a change. It's good to have a change of pace in the final act. Ow. I can't reload.
I just wanted a family.
So what happens to kills within minutes? Will do. Albert 01. We're being helped by the helicopter guys?
Playtime's over.
You need to wait for your face to be exposed. They all need to count. Calcification. And just stay dead, okay? And there's our tie into the greater universe.
What took you guys so long? You made it. I'm glad.
Did I?
They say that when one door closes, another opens. Well, a door closed tonight. And what a long night it was. But not just for me. Me and I weren't the only victims here. So were the Bakers. It was that thing, Evelyn, who made them that way. But now Evelyn's dead. And these guys are here to clean up the mess. I had just come to terms with losing Mia. And now she's back and wants to start over. Put all this behind us. Maybe this is where the next door opens.
And that is a surprisingly Hollywood final cutscene that's not over yet.
Go tell Aunt Rhodey. Go tell Aunt Rhodey.
Oh, it's just the credits, okay. Well, that was Resident Evil 7, and what can I say? It's better than I remember it. I mean, the environments really steal the show. They're so realistic and so just, like, gross that the unpleasantness in the actual events and the way the family are portrayed, it just seeps out of every pore of this game, and it makes you feel like you need to take a shower afterwards. The survival horror elements are certainly still present, and I think they really translated well to first person. The way the enemies were done was just so nice, where they were satisfying to fight, but you generally wanted to avoid fighting them where you could, and the mechanics helped with that. I did think it got a little worse towards the end, where they were trying to make it more action-y, and that machine gun was just awful for the purpose. The remote bombs were actually a lot more useful. Every encounter in the game felt unique, where the composition of the enemies and actual layout of the map was so important. To the point where it was even doing a little bit of like scares and storytelling through those encounters. I mean, there were certain places where you felt like, okay, I can sort of relax a little bit as long as I keep my guard up. Then you had places like the basement where you just dreaded going down there every time. Because you knew it was infested, and you knew that there wasn't a lot of room to maneuver. It wasn't just, I'm going to have to spend all these resources on enemies. And the boss fights just absolutely stole the show, because, of course, that's really where this game stands out, is in its antagonists, the Baker family. I mean, you definitely dread running into them, because, of course, first of all, they're unkillable enemies, except for in scripted boss fights. But also, they just have so much personality to them. They're not mindless zombies or bioweapons. They're effectively insane people who you simply cannot do anything about. Their animations made it so that even when you were hiding from them, you weren't always sure what they were going to do at a given time. And they were just so much fun to have on screen. All their dialogue being so just delightfully psychotic. But it's because they were so enjoyable that I sort of felt like maybe we could have spent more time with them. I mean, Jack spent almost the entire game after the basement boss fight out. And then Marguerite, we encountered her for all of one segment before killing her. So, I don't know, I kind of felt like maybe the game could have spent more time on walking around the house and accomplishing objectives that way while they patrolled around. But, I don't know, maybe they felt that that whole idea didn't have enough gas in the tank. I don't know if doing that more would have felt like they were dragging it out, or if they were on screen for just the right amount of time before those mechanics overstayed their welcome. Because, of course, you don't want this to end up becoming Outlast either, where you spend the whole game hiding under a table waiting for people to pass. I also liked how, in trying to be different from the previous Resident Evil games, they actually sort of went back to their roots, where changing to the first-person perspective, while I do think that is a great change for a horror focus, is actually more superficial than audiences would be led to believe, and that's why it distances itself so much from the previous series, right up until the end, where we realize we were playing the same type of game right from the very beginning. And that's brilliant. It's a game that understands what it is very well, where it embraces the new things while still tying in and being an entry in this beloved franchise, and doesn't feel like it doesn't belong there. It's just not a very long experience, but a very tight one, and really, I'd rather have that than something that is trying to milk a whole ton of content out of it. But, speaking of content, there is a bunch of DLC, and I think there are some that I do want to play for this. Well, here we can see our stats. Restarts, I'm pretty sure counts all the times I walked outside of the save room, missed a shot, and then walked back in and reloaded. But we got 12 out of 20 Mr. Everywheres, 13 out of 18 antique coins, missed 4 documents out of 32. And other than that, I think we're looking pretty good. I wish it had more stats, though, like enemies killed versus enemies avoided. I think we actually avoided more than I think, but there we go. And we unlocked Difficulty Madhouse and Weapon Albert 01R. Will be added to the item box in the main game. Okay, so there's our new game plus. Item The Secrets of Defense. Story-wise, I really liked how we only got the vaguest hints of who the Bakers were before all this. We got to know them as these, psychotic cannibal lunatics. And it was only after we had already dealt with them that we learned their true original nature. And it makes the whole thing just feel so much more tragic when you can do all that, and there's layers to the tragedy. There's, the personal tragedy of Ethan being lied to and being without Mia for all those years. The tragedy of these good people being screwed over by that same lie. And then there's Evelyn herself, who never had any choice in any of this, and yet is the biggest threat in the game and is the one actually doing all of this. Everyone's responsible, and it's no one's fault. Well, arguably except Mia. You could make the argument that Mia is the antagonist of this game. And she's the damsel in distress. Well, I don't really have time for that now, but suffice to say, this was a great game. I loved everything about it. And I cannot wait to rejoin you in the DLCs. I would actually even say that with some of these findables, I might replay it myself on my own time, but until then, if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.